Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another reading. I hope you've been well. Hope life's being good to you. Let's see what you have going on in and around your worlds. Thanks for popping in and watching. It's always a pleasure to host. I'd also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest white light, protecting me, you, and the messages during these exchanges. So right now is significant, or every fall for someone, as it pertains to Cancerian energy or Cancer season. So, this fall. Okay. So someone with Cancer placements is being called to open up. Yeah, they've been trying to marry a few of you off. It kind of feels like one of you are being, they're trying to marry you off to a Cancer, or you Cancer. Okay. Now that we're off the marrying off subject. For some of you, this is about travel. You probably have been taking it easy. Haven't been booking any flights. For some of you, they're saying fall is a good time to travel for you. Open your eyes, or to start planning your travels, okay? That just fell out, so I'm going to let it ride. Whoa! Whoa! Hang tight, friend. Oh, so... As soon as I looked at fake motherfucker, and then all these different signs, this is, and I'm thinking about travel, this all clicked in an instant, okay? And it's not much thought put into this. So for some of you, it's just as simple as Spirit explaining to you something being up as it pertains to a girl's trip. And the only reason why I feel like it's a girl's trip is because that's a feminine type energy there. And there's a feminine type energy on this Virgo card. So the only people, actual person faces out here are feminine faces. So feminine faces plus wheels up. It's giving girls trip instantly. I heard it. So if that's the type of trip you were planning, they're talking about specifically that trip for one of you. They're telling you that one of the people on this trip is phony. I mean, and let me tell you something. It ain't nothing worse than flying somewhere and being somewhere else with somebody and realize they have qualities or traits that you really don't like. And you have to be stuck with them for a trip until y'all can get home, get back to your own house and get away from them. Look at that. Somebody on that trip gonna be being an a-hole. They're gonna be, it's the kind of situation where it's one person that's trying to overplay their position. When y'all meet a group of other attractive people, y'all might want to hang out. They start trying to stunt on y'all or do weird pick me type stuff in front of strangers. Or when you're out and about and you realize this person did not actually bring any spending money and is depending on everyone around them to carry them throughout the trip. When y'all go to restaurants, they're gonna be looking like a sad puppy dog. Yeah, folks like, I want something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they're just painting this picture for me because somebody might have been on the verge or is on the verge of opening up to the idea of going on this trip and starting to drop this money. And your spirit team is just trying to tell you ahead of time the kind of shenanigans that would be going on the trip with some of these other people. And at this point, it's time for you to weigh your options with that Libra energy. They're saying weigh it with the scales. Is it still worth going on the trip to possibly have to deal with some of this little dumb stuff? And some of it might not be little, but it's definitely going to be dumb stuff. Some of you may be willing to compromise enough to deal with going on a trip with that obnoxious cousin, that obnoxious pick-me cousin, if it means you get to go to the Netherlands or if it means you get to finally go to Bali. You know what I'm saying? It's some destinations for some folks that might be so major to them that they might be willing to tolerate this other person. But they're just letting you know ahead of time what kind of stuff it's going to be, so you can decide, scales, you can decide if you want to finish going on ahead and doing this. But look, this is somebody that it's not going, for a lot of you, it's not going to be a surprise, because you've been on a trip with this person before. Because again, it's down here. Or they've offered, we're going on a trip, do you want to go? That's happened before. So you kind of, yeah, man, this a trip. This a group trip where somebody going to be out there acting stupid or not having any freaking money. I don't know what this is about. Someone is spying. Oh, this a pocket watcher. Yeah, I swear it feels like it's somebody that's not going to have money on the trip. And you kind of know who it is already, because this is somebody that don't be really having money in their regular life. If this is like a broke friend, family member, colleague, or a broke lover, whatever, it's likely somebody that you're already footing the bill for now with regular day-to-day stuff. You go on a trip with this person, you know they pocket watching. Yeah, they telling you this again. Like, do you feel like dealing with that again? Because they're definitely going to be on that. And it may have looked like they come up a little bit because they little fits and got a little bit more zesty. You know what I'm saying? They may have added a piece of jewelry to their collection, but that ain't because they are on their game. They're still, it's because their business is good as it pertains to begging. They're still begging. So if you didn't see any little outfit or their ensembles upgrade, it's not because they're going to get out on this trip and be able to handle their own expenses, honey. It's because they're just business. As far as begging goes, things are going their way right now. They're definitely still going to be doing that again. Ooh, can you cover my, can you cover my, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. You is going to be ready to get away from this person. It don't look like this is something you want to continue opening up about. Because we got the reverse Two of Cups right here, and then the Nine of Wands. Reverse Two of Cups says, I'd rather go out on the tours myself, on my own. I don't want to go with you. Nine of Wands is saying it's going to be yet again another struggle. You've been through this before with this person. One of these people, that Cancer, that Libra, that Aquarius, that Virgo. One of them. Yep, they saying you know exactly what they talking about and who they talking about. They telling you again, this is going to be that for sure. I don't even know what to think about if you already know this person is a brokey. Yeah, okay, so now this might be tea. When you put your foot down on this trip, if you go, because Five of Swords is conflict, because that handout shit ain't going to be working for you on this trip. You're going to be really wanting to feel the vibes, feel the culture where you're at. And this person's going to be killing your vibe with all this begging. It's going to create conflict. Five of Swords. Okay? Because I feel like they're going to try and assert their will. Like, well, you got to, because I'm out here. I got to eat. And you can be like, no, the fuck I don't. And it's going to be some smoke. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. A headache. Yeah. So they're showing you ahead of time what that trip gonna look like. But apparently it's gonna be worse than ever this time. Like this time it's gonna be like for real. I know for sure. I don't deal with you like completely anymore at all. It's not like it's just some bad trait in a person that I deal with that I still am affiliated with or associated with. Whatever is gonna go on this trip, if you go, is it's gonna likely sever the connection, because this is just too much headache right here. For a few of you, this could be telling you somebody else's business around you. Like if they're out on that trip right now, this is the kind of stuff that's going on out on that trip. If they came back from that trip and they didn't really have much to say about it, this is what happened. They making new decisions on who they even associate with after that trip. That's what went down. Look at this, reverse Page of Swords. Yep. You gonna stop talking to whoever this is, or they done stop talking to whoever that obnoxious brokey was on the trip. Look, the brokey watching from a distance, plotting again. That's a shame. Like, because the amount of energy they putting into figuring out how to mooch off of other people, they literally could just find their own resources. Look at this. They don't manage their money well. They don't budget. They squander it. They're irresponsible. Y'all, come on, friend. We're not affiliated with people like that no more. You about to say, all these readings we've been doing, it's clear that you're stepping into an emperor or an empress seat. You're going to be doing big things. You have big responsibilities. You do not have room for no kitty-ass person like this. Look, they're not going to get their way with you. It feels like, honestly, that this is going to end the connection. Look, and it's on the bottom of the deck again. Yeah, they're going to be watching from a distance. Or this is going to be you watching from a distance because you ain't going to want no contact with this person. Interesting. It's been a wild ride. You've been dealing with this person over and over. Look, 9 of Wands. You've been tolerant. You've been nice. You've been kind. You've been tolerant. But they just going to get out and outside in Turks and Caicos and do that same lack, poverty, trash again. Shem Angel 27 is here. Ieratel, God who punishes the wicked. Ooh. Oh, so it's feeling like there is some goddamn like intent. Like maybe they're plotting in a way that's sinister for what's yours, you know? 27 reduces down to 9. 9 is giving hermit season vibes, okay? Virgo season is significant. But hermit energy is also talking about ghosting someone. Yeah. Like I said, this chapter's closed. Whatever this connection is, this partnership, we had the reverse 2 of cups. You're definitely done dealing with this person after this. Or this will explain why someone around you stopped dealing with someone. Yeah. 27 is also significant. Someone was born in 1972, possibly. Let's see. See? And it's crazy because after God who punishes the wicked, we have joy after here. Yeah. And look, there's a dollar sign and there's a heart there. So something about your life definitely balances out once you hand this assailant over to the divine authorities, okay? Because you're going to cut them off. Heaven sent energy is here. Oh my gosh. Your ancestors really want this person out of the way because they're blocking your abundance energy or your expansion energy into emperor or empress, onto your throne. Oh my gosh. And this is crazy because Shem Angel 58. I think I mentioned this in the previous reading. I mentioned all this stuff that they governed, and here it is in this reading. The previous reading that I did about they're not the father, it was a warning message about something that might break out from paternity lies. Yeah, here it is. Shem Angel 58. War, iron, gunsmiths, locksmiths. Man, I know what I'm talking about. 58 reduces down to 13. 13 is the death energy, yo. This is bad. Look, but like I said, it's the end of this. Crash up ahead is here. Okay, so for some of you, it's not just the money bit out on these trips, on these outings with this person. It's their behavior when they get drunk. They like to get impaired because they're having a good time, and then stuff like this could happen. You got to try and fight them from behind the wheel of a car or something because they think they can do everything tore up off a daggone Jamerson or Kraken or something that's going to punch you in the gut, get you out there, get you loose, some Hennessy or whatever, be having people acting crazy. Yeah, you don't have time for that. No, and no. Obatella energy is here, okay? They're saying be wise here. And there's this luck, this energy of luck is all over you. A prosperous power couple. Yeah. Once you get this riffraff out of your energy, the type of people you start attracting in are top tier. All right, honey. Master of thought and communication. Oh, shoom. Oh, now they're describing all this good stuff that's on the other side of you cutting loose this person. Another message coming off of that wheels up card is talking about you leaving this person behind. leaving that fake person behind. It don't have to be a literal trip. It could be just talking about you getting away from that person because they're a freaking headache. Okay? Shim Angel said, hey, yeah, God who heals the ill. Yeah, after you get away from this person, things start looking up. Things start mending. There's order, beauty, harmony, beauty with the Oshun energy here. Harmony, all that stuff. Prosperity starts showing up. Get that thing from around you. 28 is significant for someone. Someone's born in 1982, 1928 possibly. And reduced down to 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, Libra season is significant. This shift is upon you. All right? I love everything about you. Oh my gosh. So some of you may have been dealing with a dead weight seriously as it pertains to a lover prior to this. It may not have been a friend or a family member, but whoever it was, out of here. They're wishing for better days. Denied. Continue to keep them out of your energy because you are in a state of restoration and they can't come. Everybody can't go. All right, y'all. That's your message. I hope it's been helpful. Go ahead on and get from around there because you got good things coming. Good things coming. Okay? All right. That's your spread, honey. And until next time, peace.